but I will like to explain the entire flow of the events. We're going to start with 20 minutes of kirtan, then we're going to move into 30 minutes of a live podcast, and then finally wrapping up with 20 minutes of kirtan once again, and then leading into Prashanna. So be prepared.
Thank you. I feel like the energy is pretty low right now, but don't worry, throughout the event, the energy is going to pick up. I have the honor and also the gratitude of introducing our wonderful speaker for this evening. He's going to be the one who's going to be leading us into the mantra meditation, as Gayatri mentioned, kirtan, but also going to be answering any questions that any of us have throughout the Q&A. So I'd like to take some time to introduce him. His name is Sanatana Das. In the Bhakti Yoga tradition, we actually call him Sanatana Prabhu. And the reason why we use the word Prabhu is just as a form of respect. That's how we address him. You can see that he's wearing orange robes. So as you can tell, he's a monk. But that for those people that it wasn't obvious. But Sanatana Prabhu is a Bhakti Yoga monk, a leadership expert, and a spiritual mentor with over 15 years of experience, guiding individuals and youth of all ages towards purpose and balance. A former manager at Tata Motors, he holds a B.Tech from NIT Trichy and a degree in classical guitar and Western music theory from Trinity School of Music in London, UK. Through his Yoga for the Modern Age seminars, he has inspired over 100,000 students and professionals worldwide to live with clarity, authenticity, and inner peace. So with that, I'd also like to take some time to introduce our wonderful backup team here with Sanatana Prabhu. So we have Nandini, if you want to give a wave. She's going to be playing the cymbals. We call them kartals. So Nandini, you can do a little demonstration.
I'm like a pro at these, but they sound very nice when played properly.
So we have Nandini on kartals, we have Sanatana Prabhu on guitar. He's also going to interchange with some other instruments throughout the program. We have Shivam on the mridanga. Shivam, you can give a little. Nice, thank you. And then we have Shu, who's actually someone that is also offered to be up here with the team, and he's also going to be playing the cymbals. So, Shu. Nice and sweet and nice and short. So with that, like Gayatri mentioned, Sanatana Prabhu will be taking us through kirtan for the first 20 minutes, and then we'll move into a live Q&A, and then from there we'll end with some kirtan as well. If you haven't gone with glow sticks, highly, highly recommend getting your glow sticks.
Yeah, the jazz.
Thank you so much.
The glow sticks are the jazz.
They're on the chairs.
Oh, they're on the chairs. Thank you.
So I'm going to have the lights turned down.
Set the sound.
Okay. Let's have the right ambience. So my dear friends, it's a great honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be here with all of you. I just want to have a call and response. When I say Hare Krishna, you say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna.
This was sound check. Not for me, for you guys. And this volume is pretty low, so we need to bring it up. Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna.
You did better, but I think you can do much better. Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna.
You're consistent in your performance. I like your consistency. But anyway, it's up to all of us to, I guess, give in some energy to these guys. But nevertheless, folks, thank you so much for tuning in and coming here for this wonderful event that we're having, which is... What is the name of the event?
Driving, not surviving.
Good. At least there's one person who looked up to the poster. Please give a round of applause. That's because he made it. Okay. Yes, driving, not surviving. So what's this session going to be all about? This is going to unfold. And as things unfold, you must be seeing that we're all set with our musical instruments. We'd like to begin this session with the prayer, with the dedication, with the meditation. And as I was being introduced by Malvika, she mentioned about Kirtan. What is this Kirtan? Kirtan is a prayer. It's a repetition of prayer where we all come in and we try to connect to the divine, to the divinity, in order to spread pure love, wisdom, and well-being for everybody. So this particular mantra that you're seeing, the meaning of mantra is something that delivers. The mind is called as mantra. Man means mind and tra means to deliver. So right now, to begin with, we're going to have a little bit of soothing mantra meditation. And towards the end, we're going to be having some rocking mantra meditation. Will that be okay?
Yeah.
At least there's one person awake. I'm glad. Hopefully by the end of the session, everyone's going to be okay. So can you all read what's written there after me? Okay, so what we'll do is, we'll just take one word of the prayer. This prayer constitutes three words. Hari meaning the divine energy. Krishna meaning the all-attractive divine personality. And Rama meaning the supreme enjoyer divinity. So let's try to connect, just like we all have our phone numbers, right? And when you've done the digits of your phone number in a particular pattern or sequence, we reach a person. So this is an opportunity we have to connect to divinity. So I request you all, the symbols and Radhan gently, one word at a time. Please repeat after me. On the words. Hare. Everyone. Hare. Krishna. Hare. Krishna. Krishna. Krishna, Hare, 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 Rama, Hare, Rama, 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 Hare, Hare. Good, my dear friends. You guys need to increase your volume a little bit. I guess they've increased my volume as well. With the hope to increase all of your volumes. Okay. Now we're going to have two words at a time. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Now we take the challenge to the next level. We're going to be having 4 words at a time. How many? 4. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay, so now 8 words at a time. So this is going to be kind of a semi-final, so please play it well. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everyone! We're going to have all the 16 words together and requesting all of you to listen as I chant this mantra, and when I'm done, you all recite after me, okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more. One last time together. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Alright, my dear friends. How many of you got acquainted with this mantra by now? Some kind of acquaintance? Okay, good. So this was kind of a warm-up we had. And now we begin our actual meditation. I request you all to be in prayer and have the mood of gratitude and kindness towards everyone. And let's do this prayer in order to connect with the divine for deeper guidance, for direction, for inspiration, and many more wonderful things. So how will you call and response? Just like you are doing now, I'm going to sing the entire Mahamantra, and then you all listen as I sing, and then you all repeat. Is that okay? All right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
How is everyone feeling?
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's get the energy going.
I think she deserves more.
Yeah, she totally does.
We were successful in making up console.
I would love to get some other reflections from the audience. In one word, how are you guys feeling from when you walked in to how things are right now? Anyone?
I don't even like to yell.
Okay.
I feel relaxed. I was telling her I was anxious like 20 minutes ago, but now because of this, I'm a bit calmed down, and not a bit, but a lot. My anxiety's gone, so I'll say that.
Wow, that's pretty good. Anyone else? Last two. Otherwise, I'll pick on people, and I don't think you want me picking on anyone. Yeah.
Peaceful.
Peaceful, thank you. And one last one. Yes.
Divine. We all are every time busy with work or school and all that. So when we just take the moment to say Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, it feels divine. Like it's amazing.
So we got anxiety buster, we got divine, we got peaceful, and then we got a woo at the beginning, which I think is pretty good, right? I think everyone deserves a really huge round of applause through sitting through that. So moving on to the next segment of the program. Also, is this echoing? I'm not sure if it's okay. So moving on to the next segment in the program, we're going to be asking a couple of questions from you guys to ask our wonderful speaker that's sitting in the hot seat. So you get to put you in the hot seat today. So I hope that's okay.
I'm glad to be here.
I mean, you don't really have a choice now that you're here.
That's fact.
So to start us off, I actually have a question, if it's okay with you. Given that the event's name is Thriving, Not Surviving, what does it actually mean, this word thrive? What does the word actually mean from a spiritual perspective? And why do we not necessarily cater our lives to that word, but to just try and make it till 5 p.m.?
Okay. So my dear friends, I wish to ask all of you, the moment I tell or I speak this word thrive, what does it mean to you?
Being successful.
Successful, okay.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah, enjoying being at the moment, yes.
More than enough.
More than enough, okay. Then, anyone else? One last voice, yes.
If surviving is kind of like doing everything for the bare minimum, thriving is going a step beyond to find something that you find joy and happiness in your life.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I think everybody who spoke deserves an applause. When I were to be asked this question of what is thriving and what is surviving, I will talk about two concepts. One concept is living by default, another concept is living by design. And unfortunately, many people in this world, they live by default. Hardly 3% of people of this world have written goals. Of them, hardly few of them have that ability to chase those goals. Or they have that desire to chase those goals. So surviving means to live on a default mode. And that's something that everybody is doing, right? Every single person. But what makes achievers different is their ability to not just live the life the way it is going through, but they want to live life by design, not by default. And the first step towards thriving and not surviving is to have a plan, which is a design.
Okay, following up on that question, let's say someone doesn't have a plan. Let's say we're told that, I was told, you grow up, you go to university, you make sure you get a good degree. I'm sure, I don't know whether any of you could relate to this. I am a business grad, so I got my degree in HR. Any business folks in the room? 2 business folks. That's actually more than what we typically get. I'm assuming most of you are in sciences. Yeah. So I was either told you either become a doctor, lawyer, or failure. And essentially, if you're not one of those things, then maybe you're not necessarily living up to your needs. Now, for someone that's told that, and that is what the design has been, how do you actually go about even understanding what that plan or that design looks like for yourself, and then building a life that is catered to that design?
Okay. Again, now what you're talking about here is this herd mentality. Oh, everyone's going in this particular direction. I think I just need to follow. Yes, where is everyone heading to? I just follow. The masses may not be always correct. Yes, the masses may not be correct. Most of the inventions and innovations have happened because people, they refuse to conform. You know what's conformity? Anyone? You know what's conformity? Conformity means just to agree to whatever the social norms are, what people are doing around. Okay, just do what everyone's doing. If you do what everyone's doing, you become another member of the herd of sheep. That's what happens. So my dear friends, in order to get out, everybody is made unique. Each and every one of us has our own individuality. We have our own ideology. We have our own thought process. And that's how we are all meant to be. We are all unique beings. And as unique beings, it's very important that we all empower ourselves. We all empower ourselves with our own path. Right? We may all have, I would say, goals. Everybody has a different goal. Everybody may have a different path to reach the goal. Everybody may have a different initial point. That's the first thing. When you talk about philosophy, you have the initial point. Each and every one of us start differently. Our starting point is different. That makes all of us different. We have different sets of skill sets. We have different circumstances. Everything's different. We have different goals. We have different paths to trade. We have different obstacles that creep in. And we all have different experiences. So it's very important that we get answer to these 5 questions. 5 questions. Number 1, what's my initial point? Where am I situated? Number 2, what's my destination? Where am I supposed to be? Number 3, what's the process to be followed? Number 4, how am I going to counter the obstacles that I meet? What are the obstacles and how am I going to counteract it? And finally, at every moment, it's important that we all understand or try to find out what's my experience like. Yes, what's my experience? Experience as in, am I heading in the right direction? Is there a need of course correction? All this stuff. So it's very important that we get the scripts, the right scripts. If you want to have a right life, get the right scripts. And the right scripts are your answers to these 5 questions. You're right or wrong, doesn't matter, but at least try to be a seeker. What's the spelling of a seeker? Yes?
S-E-E-K-E-R.
Yeah, so that was an easy question. S-E-E-K-E-R. Right? A seeker, when you get knowledge to these 5 questions, you become a seer. A seeker becomes a seer eventually. When you have the right knowledge, the right skills. Yeah.
That's really powerful. I could keep going, but I'm wondering if there's any questions initially that have popped up from the audience, or anything that you guys want to share right now. Yeah.
So my question was,
my question was, let's say like you're in like an untraditional field, right? And like even though you're successful, your family opposes that. So do you have any tips for like dealing with that, overcoming that, you know?
Yes, yes. This is something which you do something unconventional, or again, you're a non-conformist in case. Everyone's doing something and there is a heavy opposition which is coming up from your own kinsmen. That's quite a challenge. Alright. So first thing that we need to assess and evaluate, I would say, it's what is very important. Because in one sense, I can say that all those folks out there who share this particular problem, even I did. I wanted to be a monk, and which parents are going to allow you to be a monk? This is something that has never happened before in the family. This is a unique path, unexplored, totally unconventional. So I want to relate to that. And here, one thing that really fueled my journey is my own conviction. Number one, what is important? This situation is a test of your own conviction. So I will put it this way. Whenever any kind of situation you encounter when you're in an unconventional path, it's a test of your three things. Principle of conviction, your principle. Number two, your people. The true people who are with you. It's a test of your people. And the third thing, it's a test of your patience. Your principles, your people, your patience. All these three things are being tested in this particular time. But all the while, as we keep going in the process, we keep doing the process ahead, it is very important for all of us to know and understand if we are able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's very important. And sometimes things can darken out. We enter into a tunnel because that's unknown. And we know there's light out here. But we have no clue there's a light at the end of that tunnel, the other side. But as we keep processing, we go through this process, we go ahead, and then we realize that, well, I'm able to see a little bit of light. Yes, there is some hope. And that is something that further increases your conviction. Typically, when you embark such a journey, we definitely would like to look for certain successful role models, right? And at the failure of looking for such a role model, things become tough. And that's the time we have to evaluate and check our own conditions. But again, it's a test of three things. Your principles, your people, and your patience. And if you can pass over this particular test, you definitely will have a success or a learning, that's for sure. Never consider anything to be a failure. You either succeed or you learn. And if you learn, then what did you learn in case you fail? Well, I learned this is like how Edison said, I found 9,999 ways of not inventing a light bulb. Yes, that adds to the list. So it's your attitude of how you see things. Does it help?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
What about before?
Gotta give you the mic.
What about before you reach that conviction? Like, how do you deal with indecisiveness?
Good question. Indecisiveness is usually because of lack of clarity rather than lack of capability. There's a lack of clarity. So when you're indecisive, you have to gain clarity. And how do you gain clarity? By asking the right questions. Okay, what is this? What not? What if not? How? When? Why? Who? Try to gain more clarity. Do a study. And the more you gain clarity, it's very easy to reach from confusion to conclusion. And this is a journey everyone has to reach. Initially, everyone's confused. If you look at the wisdom literature of Bhagavad Gita, we find a personality called Arjuna. He's confused. And the whole literature focuses on the journey of this one person who each and every one of us can kind of be in his shoes. Yes, that's from confusion to conclusion. How does he reach there? He gets there by understanding the philosophy of life. Because it's knowledge that can help you make better decisions. Okay, just for example, you chose to be in this particular school, or your stream, your subjects. Did you gain clarity on that? Okay, how is the school? You tried to get clarity on that. How is this particular stream, subject? We gained clarity. And the more we gained clarity, more we gained the conviction, and more the conviction, the indecisiveness is solved. So gain clarity. Thank you. Seek and you shall find. Okay. That was a good one. Nice questions, Anil. I'm really happy. I'm glad. Yes.
We're all students here, so I had a question regarding getting into spirituality. That's a question everyone wants to know, but we're mostly confused because we don't know how to get to it. We don't know the steps. We don't have anyone around us, especially at university. So what would you say in terms of that?
Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, spirituality, the best phase of life to get into spirituality is studenthood. Because that's the time we learn. Of course, there is age is just a number, and learning has no time. We say that, but this is a very great time where we can, add spirituality to our life. We talk a lot about physical quotient, emotional quotient, intellectual quotient. We do a lot of things to enhance these three things, but spiritual quotient often neglected. How do we do that? And a very, very simple way in which we can enhance spiritually, it's called the ABCDE formula. This is a sutra that I give everyone. A for association. It's very important that we have the right association, the conducive association for us where we get that spiritual experience. And that's what we're trying to, right? I'd like to thank you. You're the one who organized this. Thank you.
All because of you.
Yeah. So, this is A for association. B, we got books. We got books. I just quoted Bhagavad Gita. The book is right available there. These books give us the right scripts to be spiritual. C is the chant. Right? The chanting that we just did, and we're going to do again when we're about to conclude this. D is sanctifying your diet. I'm just keeping you all on the edge of the seats. We have something coming up because I believe, this is my personal belief, any meeting without eating is cheating. Any meeting without eating is cheating, so we're not going to cheat you guys. There's something there for all of you, so we'll just leave. That's the diet, sanctifying your diet, because spiritualists maintain a proper diet. And last but not the least, E for engagement. Right? Each and everyone is gifted with some kind of unique talent. We find here Shivam, this guy. He's really good with the drums. So he's engaging that in the service of the divinity. Right? So each and every one of you have some kind of talent or the other. You can engage that in divinity. And what's going to help you to do all these B, C, D, E, A? You find the right association, B, C, D, and E is automated. That's my experience. So what is important is that we, at some frequency, maybe a fortnight, once a month, best is weekly if we can make up that time, expose ourselves to such kind of favorable association. Right? So we're going to discuss something more about that as well. Yeah, so a chance that we get. So A happens, the B, C, D, E is automated. Hope that gives some kind of insight on spirituality. Okay.
Who's next? Yeah.
Round 2.
Kind of had a follow-up about that. So let's say, you must do something for a dharma, right? Like, you must do everything, but you're not doing it. So what causes that, and how can you overcome it?
Did you use the word dharma?
Yeah, dharma.
Wow, my name is Sanatana. So you ought to be a dharma, and you don't do your dharma. Technically, when you don't do your dharma, what is dharma? Dharma, in simple words, there's karma, there's dharma. So karma is your responsibilities. The actions that you do is called as karma, but dharma is where you attach divinity to karma, it's called as dharma. So divine karma is called as dharma. So now she mentioned that, well, what if one does not do one's dharma? So let's first find out, why does one not do one's dharma? Right? This is very important for us to know. Now, going away from your dharma is called as adharma, means it is a path of it's not a part of virtue, it's a part of vice. V-I-C-E. Vices. Each and every one of us, we can experience that there is a gap that lies. Gap that lies. G-A-P-L-I-E. These are all the 6 vices that prevent us or distract us from our Dharma. Let's find out. What is the first letter of gap lie? G. G for? Try to guess. You get it right. What is the vice which stands with G?
Greed.
Greed. Nice. Of course, that leads to gambling. You're not wrong. Greed. A for?
Anger.
Anger. Good. P for? Pride. L for? Lust. I for? Illusion. Yeah, that's right. Intoxication leads to illusion. And finally, E for? Yes, someone said that. Envy. That's right. So these 6 vices take you away from Dharma. Now the question is, how do we get ourselves back on track? Now, this program is a program of bhakti. Bhakti is connecting with the divine. There's a wonderful Sanskrit verse that comes in the literature called Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Anartha Upashanam Sakshat Bhakti Yogam Adoshaji. These anarthas or vices are totally destroyed when we practice this beautiful path of bhakti where we connect to the divine love. And the simplest way to connect to that divine love in this fast-paced age of today is to chant this beautiful mantra. This beautiful mantra is a time-tested mantra. The repetition of this mantra is like the process of cleansing of the heart. How many of you have experience of making your clothes dirty? You dirty your clothes? Happens every day. What do you do? Tell me what you do.
Wash them.
Exactly, wash them. Yeah, you. And what if the dirt is too intense? What do you do? That's not going. Still, then what do you do? Throw it? No. Wait. There's something you can do before that. Have you heard something called dry cleaning? What? Go to your mom. Mom, now your turn. No, you know something called dry cleaning. I don't know if this is popular here. Is it popular, dry cleaning? Yeah, it's popular, right? Dry cleaning. You use various other kinds of kerosene or all the substances. So we have different cleansing agents. But what to do if the heart is contaminated, the mind is contaminated? What do you do? What is the cleansing agent for that? The cleansing agent is the holy name, this mantra. So this mantra is something that will curb the vices and make you wise. Curb the vice and become wise. One vice is V-I-C-E and the other vice is W-I-S-E, wise. So that way you get back on track. So try this. Thank you.
So I know you said that anger is one of the causes of leading to Dharma, but isn't anger good sometimes? Like, for example, if there's injustice going on, someone's doing wrong to you, is it not good in that case?
Yes. When you are using anger as a tool in your toolbox, you use it and keep it back. That's good. Because anger is necessary in order to get things done in this world, in order to fight injustice, which the world is full of. At the same time, when we get controlled by anger, that's a vice. So take the anger, use it and keep it back. How's that done? Usually whenever anybody gets angry, and it's all gone out of proportion. So spirituality helps us to regulate these kind of things. You know what's a regulator, right? I know there are not many ceiling fans up here in Canada. You don't need one, right? But usually you have a regulator. How do you know what's a regulator? You know what's a regulator, right? Yeah. Yes, heat regulator. You have heat regulator. Yeah, that's there. You regulate your heating. The exact optimal heating that you need. This is good for you. So spirituality doesn't actually make you dull or naive. Spirituality enables us to regulate the necessary emotions which are required to get our Dharma done. Like you look at, again, I like to go to Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna had to fight his war. Against whom? His own kith and kins. Why? Because they were on the side of injustice. Did he have to use anger? He had to. Without using anger, you cannot administer justice. But he didn't get used by anger, rather he used anger in the service of the divine to establish Dharma. So that particular lesson of not being controlled by anger, rather controlling anger to get the thing done. Because anger is like heat. Don't you need heat? And just now we talk about heat regulation. To cook, we need fire. Yes. But we need to regulate the fire. That's what happens. What happens when you don't regulate the fire? Your food is burnt. It's not cooked, it is burnt. How many of you like burnt food? Please throw it off. So anger is like that. We learn how to regulate it. That's the power of spirituality. Yes. So that will be the next question. Do you get angry? Yes. When needed, yes. When needed, yes. And then I keep it back. I don't let it control me.
Sorry, I have another question. So in this day and age, we have a lot of temptations. We're around people who give us temptations or whatever as well. How do we practice self-control? Because that's something as we students as well, we struggle with that a lot. And they lead us to...
elaborate temptations as like these are like toxic people or the really depressive buttons. What are these guys?
So temptations in regards of like the vices you talked about that lead us to the path of Dharma. So how do we self-control ourselves? So even if we're around people, we don't have that, itcha to like do it.
Exactly. Happens. We tend to go with the herd. Happens. Yes. So this usually happens when there's a lot of temptation around. Yet tempting environment is something that we are all gullible to that. Yes. It can lead to weakness. So how to go from the weakness to victory? And not from weakness to wickedness? Yes, that's the question. Because tempting environment is something which really at any point of time, the tempting environment can really bring out the worst out of us. Yes, and we don't believe, oh gosh, what did I do? We cannot fight the tempting environment runtime. My dear friends, it's fact. You cannot fight the tempting environment runtime. You go and reach the tempting environment, what do I do now? Where do I get my weapons? You all have exams, right? Can you just go walk out of this room and go give an exam? No, you need preparation. Has anybody gone to the examination hall without preparation? You've done that. What was the result? Okay, you got me. Okay, but I guess the paper was simple. It was an easy subject. You paid enough attention. Yeah, you don't need that level of preparation. What if it's a very tough technical subject? What would you all do? Can you go and just write the exam? So these temptations are like examinations. And we cannot go and write an examination without preparation. Because usually, performance without preparation is going to lead to a disaster. And that's why the students of spirituality are first advised right in the emerging hours, in the beginning of the day, we prepare our mindset. We prepare ourselves. And with that preparation, we go out to face the environment. Now there's this freezing winter. I just came from Winnipeg. It's called Winnipeg. It's much cooler out there. This is nothing. This is summer. I have my friend here from Winnipeg too. They say, oh, this is summer. This is not winter. For us, because we face very harsh winters. What do? We prepare ourselves. Right? We have inner, we have thermal, we have this jackets, hoodies. We prepare for that environment. So similarly, a student of spirituality every day does prepare for these kind of temptations, because temptations can come at any point of time. Rather, the temptations are there, and a person recognizes them. He becomes sensitive to these temptations. So the daily preparation, the morning ritual that we follow, that is something that helps us to tackle all these things. Yeah.
Anyone else? Last 5 minutes, guys.
I know we all have questions, guys. Come on.
Gayatri's word saying no. If you have questions, I'd love to hear someone. Jared, do you potentially have any questions? No. Oh, you have one? Or she has one?
Yeah, she does.
Sorry for so many questions.
Thank you for so many questions.
So, you know how like in the Gita, right? It's like we should follow Dharma. How do we know what's Dharma? Like for example, Suryaputra Karna thought he was on the side of Dharma, right? But he turned out he was on Adharma. So how do we know we are following Dharma?
Good question. Very good question. You will go to reference of Suryaputra Karna. Yes. The Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, text number 24. It says, Tasmat Shastra Pramanante Karya Akarya Avastito. How many of you have your driver's license? How many of you are aspiring for one? Aspiring, okay. You're going to give a test, knowledge test and everything. I'm not done anything. I go on IDP, International Driver's Permit. Anyways, so coming to your question, you have many rules. Can you name some rules? Traffic rules? Some. Stop sign. Yes, you need to stop, come to a complete stop, and then go ahead. Anyone else? Yield. Yeah, you need to yield. Okay, the triangle, right? I'm learning all this. Okay. You need to yield to the crowd. Okay, one more last. No U-turns. Yes, no U-turns. Okay. So all these rules. Where do you learn all this? Where do you learn this? Stop. Yield. No U-turns. What book? Yes, the traffic book. Yes, you have to read the traffic book, and only after having read the traffic book, the knowledge test, then you give the driving test, and then you give a license, and then you get to drive. Similarly, each and every one of us, before we perform our karma and dharma, there is the license, the driving book. How to drive your life. The driving book is there. And that driving book is something that's going to tell us what's dharma, what's adharma, how to drive your life. Yes, essential principles of meaningful life. So it's up to all of us to get educated. Imagine tomorrow I sit behind the wheels. The person who's with me says, Prabhu, take the car. It's my car. Go back there, I don't care. And I take it to the left because I'm used to driving. India means left. Okay, I take it to the left. And what happens then? Tell me what happens. I don't know what happens. I never tried that. No, before I even move. Before that, something else is going to happen. They're going to honk. Everyone's going to honk. And when too much honking happens, what is going to happen? There will be some flashing light behind. And I wouldn't know what's that. I drive faster. And these guys are going to do some kind of fair dealing and come and take me over. And then what they're going to do? They're going to come with the cameras. Anything that you speak is going to go against you. You have these cameras on. And what if I tell them that I didn't know the rules? Then they will definitely put me behind the bars. Because you guys are supposed to know the rules if you're driving this car in this particular place. Similarly, the moment we are driving this vehicle of human body, we are driving in this journey of life. It's our responsibility to know the rules. Ignorance is no excuse. It's we who are supposed to know the rules. Make sense? Thank you.
Jared has a question.
He has come to me, I guess.
Are there any temples in Calgary that you can recommend that have sessions like these on a regular basis?
Yes, there is. We as such, over here I'm connected to a temple called Radha Madhav Cultural Academy, ISKCON Temple, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's there. I don't know the exact address. The temple president is also here. Akaram Prabhu is here. So we have a temple. And we have this such kind of sessions. We have it on offline and online mode as well. We have it regularly. And you're most welcome to join us.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday?
Yeah.
What time?
4 p.m. we start.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll let you know more. That's right.
Anyone else before I wrap up? Oh, one last. Oh, we're going to get the last question.
No, please. Is there a separate mic we can give it?
Yeah.
We can have a mic for yourself.
So I was reading the Gita, right? And in that, Sri Krishna said we should strive to have sthit prajna within our life. Do you have any tips for achieving sthit prajna and living in it?
Yeah. So I need to clarify your question for others because not everybody knows what's a sthit prajna. Sthita means fixed and prajna means intelligence. So in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this concept of sthita prajna, a person who is fixed with his intelligence, is mentioned. And what exactly fixes, how exactly do we get fixed on a particular subject, like a student is studying? We get fixed on that conception. Or a person so found Dharma, how do we get fixed there? Sthita prajna. A person who is sthita prajna is a person who is spiritual while doing anything in this world. He is fixed on his spiritual identity, his spiritual conception. No matter if he's walking, he's talking, he's sitting, he's studying, he's working, no matter what he's doing, that person is fixed in the spiritual identity. That's called a sthita prajna. And how does that happen? That happens with practice. Lord Krishna himself tells us, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagena cha viyate. So a person becomes a sthita prajna. Again, I would say A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let's just have a recap. What's A for? Thank God no one's an apple. A for association. B for? Books. C for? Chant. D for? Diet. E for? Engagement. When we keep practicing this process, again, under the right association, that's when a person is getting trained to be a sthita prajna. Because spirituality should not be a part of our life. Spirituality is our life. Because we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Right? So that's the process. We do that with practice. We practice the process, we become perfect. Okay?
I know there's probably...
Wonderful question.
I know there's probably more questions. But unfortunately, we have to conclude. I'm basically not the fun police up here. I'm trying to keep everyone on time. So thank you so much for answering such wonderful questions, and huge round of applause to everyone that participated and just listened as well. How did everyone find the live Q&A? Any takeaways anyone wants to share? Maybe from people we haven't heard from. What's one takeaway that you guys took from the session?
Like even sometimes people may have these questions in their mind without knowing they have such things. Like the curiosity to ask such questions, or like the lack of that, or the curiosity that they don't know these things. So when people ask such things which are like relatable to others, they also get the knowledge, because like knowledge is common and knowledge is shared with everyone. So I'm sure like everyone got more wise throughout these conversations and everything. Thank you.
They use wise and become wise. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks. Anyone else wants to say something? I think you had your hand up.
I don't need the mic. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. Ask questions. That's literally the main thing. Like that's what I took away.
True.
Ask as many questions as you can.
Inquisitiveness is a sign of intelligence. You inquire, you become intelligent, and you are intelligent. Thank you.
Thanks. And we'll take one last one. Maybe I'll pick on someone I know. Booby, would you like to share?
Having association will make the rest easier.
Yes. Thank you. So, spirituality begins with the letter S or A? It begins with A for association. Thank you.
So I think Jared had asked, where do we kind of find these sessions? Every Thursday we actually get together virtually for 45 minutes. If anyone's interested, it's very similar to kind of the style that we did today. Each week we pick a different topic. So if anyone's interested in learning more, and we do it with with Sanatana Prabhu, but there's also other speakers that come on there. Nandini and I are part of that, so if anyone is interested in wanting to join those sessions or get access to those sessions, happens without fail every Thursday, regardless of whoever is giving the session. Feel free to connect with either one of us, and then we'll be more than happy to put you in touch. I also feel like the energy is like really, really, really low now. So we got to do something to bring up the energy before we go into the final segment. I'm gonna ask everyone to take their seats because this is important. We're gonna do a little fun activity. So for those of you that are standing, if you guys can just take your seats quickly. Okay. So I'm gonna say a number of prompts, and essentially what you guys are gonna do is if that prompt is applicable to you, you're gonna sit down. So everyone stand back up. Everyone stand up. All right, looks like everyone's standing up, which is great. Okay, so we're gonna make this a bit fun. Sit down if you woke up before 7 a.m. today. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I didn't think anyone was gonna sit down for that. For those of you that are standing, sit down if you've lived in more than one city. Wow, that's a lot of people. Okay. And then sit down if you procrastinated this week. Procrastinated this week. So that was just like a little fun activity to get the juices flowing. I guess it wasn't as vibrant as I wanted it to be, so we're going to do it one more time, and we're going to do it with more energy this time, so everyone get back up. We're going to do this until you guys feel a bit more like pumped up before our last session. Okay, so sit down if you came to this event because you genuinely were interested in learning more about what this event was.
What if there's 2 reasons as to why you're here?
No, Gayatri, you organized this event, so you can't. So everyone is sitting down pretty much, except, what's your name?
Mandeep.
Sorry?
Mandeep.
Mandeep, why did you choose to come today? Oh, nice. So you came for every other reason that we're all thinking of, which is food, which is great. So we're going to go into our final kind of session. We want everyone sitting?
No.
Okay.
Stand. In fact, let's push all the chairs.
Okay, so we'll get everyone to stand up. If you guys can just push your chair back. And then if we can get you guys to come in a bit closer. We don't bite, we're really friendly people. So I think what Prabhu had demonstrated a bit earlier was this chant that he's going to do. But we're going to kick it up a notch. Who has their glow sticks? Okay, for those of you that have your glow sticks, please grab some more. I think there's some more on the chairs. For those of you that don't have glow sticks, please grab one if you don't have one. So essentially, we're going to get you guys to come in a bit closer. Come closer, come closer, come closer. We don't bite. And essentially, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing kind of a standing mantra meditation kirtan session. So before I turn over the mic to our wonderful vocalist, backup vocalist here, what we're going to ask you guys to do is if you watch my feet, I'm going side to side. So once the music starts, you'll be able to sway with it better. But this is essentially what there you go. You can add your arms in there, tap to the beat. You can wave your glow sticks in the air. Let's get everyone moving. Benjamin, the right attitude. Let's get our arms up in the air. So we're going to pass it over to you.
Same call and response. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Thank you very much.
Okay, so I think that deserves, there we go. Can we get a louder round of applause? Some moves in there. How is everyone feeling? I know I made you guys dance and move around and made you jump a lot. Hungry? Hungry? Oh, good! So I just want to thank everyone for coming. Like I said, if this is kind of your vibe, then you can connect with Nandini and myself. We do kind of the Q&As every Thursday. And then we just really want to thank His Grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhu for being here with us this evening and leading us through wonderful kirtan, but also answering our questions live. And I think you also wanted to say something.
My dear friends, I just wanted to say that it was a great evening that we would have. And this evening could be very meaningful because of all of your presence. So I'd like to ask all of you to give a round of applause to yourself. I would like to thank the beautiful hosts headed by Gayatri. I know Gayatri very well. So Gayatri and her team, the HSC team, the Bhakti Yoga Club team, for coming together to put up this wonderful event. Round of applause to these folks as well. Thank you for having me. And also, my dear friends, we are planning up a spiritual retreat. So many of you are asking the question that how do we get spiritual? So there's going to be a spiritual retreat. Don't worry, it's not going to come in between your exams. It's coming in the month of May, and the dates are 15th of May to 18th of May is a spiritual retreat, and there are special spots for the students of the University of Calgary. And this spiritual retreat, you'll be having a very great exposure to meditation, to yoga, to understanding spiritual depth, knowledge, principles of Gita, and having this like-minded association. So it's going to be kind of a spiritual sound bath experience that we're going to have. And we're opening up this to all of you. And for more details regarding this spiritual retreat, they can contact Raj. Is there? Raj, can you just wave? Is Raj? You can contact and be a part of this retreat. Alright? And also, I'd like to tell that just now I got an announcement from the ISKCON Calgary team. The Bhagavad Gitas are for the students. For the students of this university, the Bhagavad Gita is absolutely free of cost. You can go and have a copy. Yeah, it reserves one of us. And any of you want to give some donation, you can give a donation, but otherwise the books are for free. There's no charge. Okay, all the books are free. All the books free of cost. If you want to give a donation, you can give, or else you take them and read. It's okay. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.